So we've already looked at surface area, now we're going to be moving into the volume side of things. And the way that you actually solve volume problems is very, very similar to how you would solve surface area problems. And so you can think about it as sort of that same flow chart of those same steps that you'd want to go through. So first thing you should do is read the question, make a sketch, sort of think about visually what you're actually looking at and what's happening there. Second part, check your units. Make sure all of your units or your measurements are in the same unit. Everything in inches, everything in meters, everything in feet, whatever is appropriate to what you're trying to find. And recommendation to find any missing measurements that you have. So if you have diameter, it might be a good idea to convert to radius as well. The next step is to really know what your shape actually looks like. So are you dealing in the prism realm? Are you dealing with a pyramid, cone, sphere, etc.? Because once you identify what that is, then it will help you sort of discover or decide what your formulas are going to be. It's important to identify your base shape. So obviously if you're dealing with a prism, a cone, or a pyramid, you're going to have a base shape, and that's what you're going to find your area and your perimeter on. If it's a sphere, obviously you don't need to use those because you don't have a base. And then you want to determine your appropriate formula. So do you need total surface area, lateral surface area, do you need volume, etc., etc. Once you know that, you can plug into your formula and do your final calculations. Recommendation on a calculation sense is to make sure that you are keeping as many decimal places as possible, knowing that you are going to move those measurements into different formulas, and make sure that you check your final units. So just like when we looked at lateral surface area and total surface area, there are formulas involved with volume, dealing with a cubic unit, and that is available to you on your resource sheet. So I'll just pull up the resource sheet again. So we have our two-dimensional shapes, perimeter area. That's really where our bases are coming into play. And then we have our three-dimensional shapes. So we've looked at lateral surface area, total surface area in the last topic. And now we're moving into volume. So again, we have generalized formulas for prisms, we have specific formulas for sphere, and then again, more generalized formulas for perimeters. Sorry, not perimeters, for pyramids and for cones. So let's move ahead and do some examples of these types of problems.